Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Lions Den. That's right, we're back here at Leo High School in Leo, Cedarville, Indiana, as the Leo Lions take on the Columbia City Eagles. This is the conference opener for both of these Northeast 8 conference teams. Leo comes in at 8-1, and Columbia City comes in at 6-2. Both teams playing very well on the season. And Columbia City's most recent game, they went on the road and defeated Goshen 71-4. That's right, 71-4 was the final score when the Eagles defeated Goshen. Now, this Leo team certainly has been much more competitive throughout the season. Like I said, 8-1 is their record. But in recent years, this has been a rivalry owned by Columbia City. They have not lost to Leo since 2017. That's December of 2017. 45-43 was the final score. That game went into overtime, and it was right here in the Lions Den where the Lions were able to take down the Lady Eagles. That was the year that they sang "Fly, Eagles, Fly" at the end of the Super Bowl. Of course, that was in the 2018 calendar year, but that was the year that the Philadelphia Eagles won their first ever Super Bowl. But tonight, the Columbia City Eagles trying to keep the winning streak alive against the Leo Lions. And one thing we can say about both these teams, they are very well coached. Carrie Chappelle is in her 21st year with Leo. She's won 248 games in her high school coaching career. Big game against Angola coming up on Tuesday. Columbia City under head coach Amy Shearer. She's been the head coach for 16 years at Columbia City, and she has won 227 games. And in Coach Shearer's career, she has won just one regional title so far, but a whole lot of winning seasons, 20-3 in 2022, 20-3 in 2023. Last year, or 2 years ago rather, the Eagles were 22-3, and last year they did win a regional championship, going 24-5 before being knocked out by the team that ultimately won the state championship in Class 3A, the Norwell Lady Knights. And even though Columbia City's moved down from 4A to 3A, they're still having a very good run under head coach Amy Shearer. National anthem coming up on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, Our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Apologies there. I think I played the wrong ad there. But anyway, it's now time to announce the starting lineup, so we'll turn it over to Ben Chappell for that. I don't know if you heard that announcement, but Ben Chappell was jokingly announcing where the officials are from. He mentioned Arundel, Pride Rock, and I forget the third name that was mentioned. Those are all towns from Disney movie. Well, not towns, but locations from various Disney movies. That's because it is Disney night here at Leo High School. They try to do a Disney night, I don't know about once a year. I know they did one last year when Leo hosted Woodland. That was in November when they were still playing postseason football here in Indiana. A little conference matchup tonight, though. That is Claudia Strack to tip it off against Leah Chappell. And Chappell does win the tip, and the Lions will start with the basketball. They have not beaten Columbia City in 8 years. Last time they did win, it was an overtime win here at the Lions Den for the Lions as Collins drives in, hits the floater. And the Lions start out on top. Mackenzie Collins averaging double figures on the season. She comes in as the second leading scorer for the Lady Lions. Lions start out in what looks like a 1-3-1 zone. Knitter feeds that one off to the baseline. Knitter finds some help looking for Tora Holler. She dishes it out. Check that. That's Holler who shoots the three. It's no good. Strack has the board and the putback. Claudia Strack ties it up for the Eagles. Tough catch for Schott. Corner three. Stella Shelm knocks it down. Cross-court pass. Anissa Tonkel. She's been a key part of this Eagles team for the last few years. That shot contested and a late call, but they do call the foul. Looks like it's going to go on Stella Shelm. No, I beg your pardon. Taylor Davis Gibson. Excuse me, Lucy shot 45. I thought the official signaled 35. But no, he signaled 45. That's Lucy shot. So the first team foul of this game goes on the Lions, and Izzy Knitter able to lean in that first free throw. Izzy Knitter's a sophomore. Columbia City has only 2 seniors on this team, and yet here they stand at 6-2. Little full court pressure. The Lions beat that. Cross court pass to Davis Gibson. And stolen away by the Eagles. It's Claudia Strack. And the Eagles with a chance to take the lead. A catch and shoot for Tonkel. That won't fall. Offensive board by Strack. And another second chance for the Eagles. The only points from the field so far are of the second chance variety. Knitter's three won't fall. And Collins comes in for the board. The baseball-style pass, and Chappell missed it. She was right underneath the backboard. That was a heck of a catch. Unfortunately, no cigar on the missed shot. Move to the inside. Strack. Short. Check that. It was too strong. That's a jump ball. The arrow will favor the Eagles. Unfortunately, I'm going to run out of time to show you this last replay, but that catch by Leah Chappelle was impressive. The downside was she was right underneath the backboard and didn't really have a clean look. Floater too strong from Tonkel. Put back, no good. That's about 4 or 5 offensive rebounds this possession for the Eagles, and they'll get one more. That was Knitter able to keep it alive. Outside to Holler. The pull-up jumper too strong, and another offensive board, and another miss. That's got to be 7 or 8 offensive boards by the Eagles on that possession, and they come up empty. That foul's going to be on Isabel Miller. Isabel Miller, a sophomore. Tora Holler and Anissa Tonkel are the only seniors on this Eagle team, which might just tell you that this Eagles team could be good for the next couple of years. They've been good for a while. Good hustle play. Stella Shelm keeping it alive. That was tipped by the Eagles, I think. The officials agree. It's out of bounds off Columbia City. 5:07 to go here in quarter number 1. Stella Shelm will inbound. Chappelle posting, tries to go to the opposite block, and it's taken away by Tonkel. Tonkel to the corner, 3 ball on its way, no good. Offensive board, Strack crashing that glass. It's a jump ball, the arrow will go to Leo. I tell you what, I'm impressed with the offensive rebounding by Columbia City. So far, it's keeping them in this ball game. Unfortunately, that's 2 possessions in a row where, despite that offensive rebounding, the Eagles still come up empty. Chappelle, stingy defense by Tonkel, and it's out of bounds off the Lions. Tonkel has it, goes to the corner. Just 1 field goal so far for the Eagles, just 2 for the Lions so far. That's swatted away by Collins. She gets to it. Didn't really have a lane to the basket. Now she'll take one and scores. Patience, patience. It pays off for Collins. Long pass across the court. Knitter. Outside to Holler. A catch-and-shoot 3 ball won't fall. Battle for the board, and this time Shelm wins that battle. Chappelle just able to keep control. She had Strack bearing down on her, and I think we got a foul. I think they got Knitter for that foul. Poked in the air by Strack, but out of bounds. I tell you what, Strack is a stingy ball player. Did I say Strack? I think that's actually Tonkel. Well, she's been scrappy in her own right. That may have been Strack, though. She's been active on the glass as well. Hand off to Shelm. Poked away and stolen away by Knitter. Knitter had to deal with Shelm bearing down on her, and she feeds it outside to Tora Holler. A catch-and-shoot 3 ball is good, and this game is tied. Anissa Tonkel ties it up. And some pressure put on by the Eagles. Collins finally beats that 10-second clock. Shot through traffic, it's blocked. They called a foul. Isabel Miller called for the foul. And it was on the shot, so Lucy shot will go to the free throw line. A little long on the first one. Sola Holler, a freshman, will check into the game for Columbia City. Second try's good. Leo retakes the lead. Eagles can retake the lead or can take it for the first time if they score on this possession. Unless all they get is a free throw. That ball's poked away. It's Collins. Collins been stingy in her own right. That's blocked. It's Tonkel. And then a foul by Collins. We had great defense going both ways this time, and I'll try to come out of this quickly because we're about to get back to live action. A little pickpocket there by Collins. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to come out of it because there's a three ball on its way, and it's good, and that'll give Columbia City the lead. My apologies there. I always want to show you those replays. They're brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, but that's the downside of trying to show it during live action. Baseline jumper won't fall. Chappelle goes for the board, and the Eagles take over. Tonkel, the cross-court pass. Holler, the freshman, with the reverse. Timeout, Leo. Sola Holler prompts a 30-second timeout, but right now Columbia City's got some momentum. As they're currently on a 5-0 run. Here's another look at our latest replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Sola Holler gets past the defense, and with a tough degree of difficulty, or high degree of difficulty, she's able to put that home. It's a very young Columbia City team, at least in the sense that they only have 2 seniors and also 2 juniors. Eiley Payne, who's injured, and Claudia Strack, who's starting tonight. Get a quick word in from our sponsors. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. And we'll hear from more sponsors as we go throughout the night. That's taken away. It's Tonkel. Stops and pops and scores. Defense turn into offense for Tonkel. Columbia City's got the momentum right now as Chappelle tries to weave through a triple team. That's what she had just a moment ago, and traveling is called on Stella Shelm. The basket will not count. We go with a little 3-2 zone, it looks like. Tonkel gets the feed and swings it outside to Tora Holler. Long three, short from Tonkel and into the hands of Chappelle. We've got less than 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Collins was just across that timeline, so no over and back. Oh, they just get it past Tonkel. She gets her hands around the basketball. She's going to go for the steal, and she almost forced a takeaway. She forced a jump ball, and effectively, it is a takeaway. Columbia City gets it on the possession arrow. It's a 7-0 run by the Eagles. Lions had started off looking pretty good, really on both sides of the ball. Of course, the rebounding was in the favor of Columbia City. And lately, the Eagles have ramped up the defense. That shot won't fall. Battle for it on the deck. Who's got it? Still battling. And now it's a jump ball, and it'll go the other way. Shelm will inbound to Collins as we come up on the final minute of play here in quarter number 1. First conference matchup for either of these teams. As Shelm gets inside, no. Offensive board by Collins. 50 seconds. Collins directs traffic, goes to the top of the key. That's Taylor Davis Gibson. Good three-point shooter, but I don't believe she's taken a shot yet. Chappelle's scoreless so far. Collins, oh, she's walking. Or is she? I thought they were going to call her for traveling. Instead, a foul is called on the Eagles. They call it on Knitter. She was taking a whole lot of steps there before she was contacted. Kennedy Tucker will check in. She's a freshman. There's 3 freshmen on the varsity roster for Columbia City, which gives you an idea that this Eagles team is probably going to continue to be really good for the next 2 or 3 years, maybe even more. Chappelle short on the 3 ball. And with 24 seconds, the Eagles have a chance to add to their lead before the quarter break. That's Holler from the wing. Won't fall. Tonkel battling. Couldn't get the board, though. Tonkel's been battling all night long. Collins, baseball-style pass, intercepted by Sola Holler. Long 3, Tonkel short. 1 second. Chappelle would have had to have shot a miracle from beyond half court to break the scoring drought. Only 1 second on the clock when she got the ball. Well, the first quarter comes to an end, and we will go to the second when we return on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
After 1 quarter, it's Columbia City leading 14-8. They're on a 7-0 run, and they start with the basketball here in the second quarter. Columbia City has battled around the glass. They've gotten a lot of offensive rebounds tonight, but a turnover by the Eagles that time into the hands of Shelm. Well, turnovers have been a problem for the Eagles as well as Collins gets the feed, but right now Leo is on a long scoring drought. They led 8-7. I'd say about midway through the first quarter. They haven't scored since, as Emma Connolly is in off the bench. She's a sophomore. That's a deep 3. Collins banks it home. I don't know if she called glass, but she got it. Holler driving inside, feeds her sister Tora Holler. Catch and shoot from Tucker, comes up short. Mackenzie Collins already with 7 points in this game. So Leo able to score early in the second quarter. They were not able to score late in the first. That's Holler with the pickpocket. Across the court to Tonkel and a foul. That's going to be on Chappelle. Leah Chappelle coming in hard. And looks like they are saying it was on the shot. So Anissa Tonkel will go to the free throw line. Good start to her game so far. She's got 8 points. We've got 6:53 left to go here in quarter number 2. But she missed the first free throw. We know free throws are always going to play a role, especially in a big conference game like this one. You got one team in Columbia City that is really good, has been really good for quite some time, and you got another team in Leo that has had plenty of good seasons under Carrie Chappelle. He's having a good season so far this year, but trying to not only keep it going, but win a big conference game in the process. That's going to be a foul on Kennedy Tucker. The Lions only won one conference game last year. That was against New Haven. And I'm willing to bet nothing's going to come easy in the Northeast State Conference this year. East Noble's having a really good season. Norwell, so far just one loss, and that was against Warsaw. They were good enough to beat Homestead. Belmont still has a lot of really good talent on that team. The Belmont Lady Braves that won the NE8 last year. Looks like a 1-3-1 zone perhaps. They got Chappelle in the paint. Long pass to shot. She makes the catch and somehow gets it to go. Lucy's shot made her move from underneath the basket, but wide open is Tonkel, who rattles home the three. Third triple of the game for Tonkel. That's through the hands of Schott and taken away. Sola Holler down the baseline. She goes outside to Tora Holler. Tora from the paint. Couldn't spin it home. And Chappelle has the board. And we're going to get a foul. They call it on Tonkel. That's her first. Second team foul against Columbia City here in this second quarter. Davis Gibson will come across the timeline. She feeds it over to Connolly. Collins to her right. Columbia City with this 2-3 zone trying to make things difficult on the Lions. They do get a look to Schott inside, but she's double-teamed. Battle for the ball, and they're going to call a jump ball, and the arrow will keep it with Leo. Late in the first quarter was when Leo struggled. That's when they struggled to score. As Collins fires a three, that's an air ball. Shots right there for the board. She has it blocked. Offensive board, Collins puts it back. Quick down the floor come the Eagles. That's Holler. Tonkel, tough shot, short. Lions have it. Mackenzie Collins with 9 points. She leads all Lions scorers. That was close to a double dribble. I thought it was a double dribble. That's blocked by Tonkel. Chappelle is fouled. Leah Chappelle, the daughter of head coach Carrie Chappelle. Of course, her dad, Ben Chappelle, is not only the PA announcer for this game, he's also the head softball coach here at Leo. It's a softball team that's been really good for a long time. So far, a low-scoring night for Leah Chappelle. She does hit that free throw, gives her 3 points on the night. Of course, great players can get it going at any moment. Chappelle goes 2 for 2 on that trip. Holler feeds that one inside. They work the ball to Knitter. Sola Holler from the baseline, too strong. Offensive board. Columbia City's done well on the offensive glass so far tonight. Left-handed shot goes. Little scoop shot for Izzy Knitter. A wide open down the floor. But the shot's too strong. I think that was Connolly. Or check that, Shelm. Stella Shelm had a great look but couldn't finish. Holler counted and won. That's a 4-point swing, maybe even a 5-point swing if this free throw goes. And she got it. They get it to Chappelle across the timeline. 6-point lead. Collins to her right. Fires inside and taken away. Knitter's got it. She feeds Holler. Holler down the floor. Short. Ripped away by Chappelle. Chappelle trying to go through traffic. Changing direction left and right, and she is fouled apparently. She is fouled. Tora Holler called for the foul. That's the 4th team foul against Columbia City. The next one would put Leo in the double bonus as Claudia Strack comes back in off the bench. Columbia City came close to putting Leo in the bonus. That's knocked away. Rolling toward the end line and saved by Knitter. Knitter inside the paint. Too strong. Swatted away. That offensive board got knocked away. It's recovered by Tucker. Tucker travels. And the Lions will take over, but again, the Lions struggled to score late in the first quarter. They want to make sure that that's not a habit tonight. You got to be able to close out if you want to win a big conference game. That's a tough shot, air ball. That wasn't even close, but great hustle by Collins. Chappelle gets her look on the inside and gets fouled. Sola Holler, the freshman, that's the 15th foul against the Eagles, so the Lions will be shooting free throws on every foul the rest of this quarter, the exception being offensive fouls. So far, Leah Chappelle shooting well from the free throw line. It's them both. Just one make from the field, though, for Chappelle. And with 3:26 to go, the Eagles look to add to their 4-point lead. Knitter looking for help. She finds it. That's Holler. Pull-up jumper. Tora Holler in and out. Offensive board. Strack missed it. Another offensive board. That's Tucker. Kennedy Tucker. Off-balance jumper. Holler, no good. And I think they're going to get Connolly for that foul. Indeed they do. That's only the third team foul on Leo, but fouls fairly even so far in this half. Only a 2-foul difference. Columbia City does have 5 fouls, but Leo now has 3. Columbia City's gotten a lot of second chances. Tonkel able to capitalize on that one. Tonkel's got 14 points to lead all Eagles scores, but Chappelle scores as the Lions go quick down the floor. Holler has the space, has the 3. And some pressure put on by the Eagles. Holler got her hands on it. She did knock it away, but the Eagles making things difficult on the Lions. Carrie Chappelle calls out the play. Here's Taylor Davis Gibson. Good 3-point shooter for these Lions. 3-2 zone here by the Eagles. Davis Gibson to her left. Collins. She's had the hot hand for Leo so far tonight, but she turns it over that time. Sent toward the cheerleaders. And the Eagles take over with a 7-point lead. They can go up by 10 with a 3-ball here. But this 7-point lead is the largest lead the Eagles have had so far. Sola Holler goes baseline. It's poked out. That was Lucy Schott who created the turnover for Leo. Tough catch, turning around. Shelm short on the shot. And Strack with the rebound. Tonkel comes across the timeline. Back to Tonkel in the paint. Holler on the outside. Turnaround shot by Holler won't go, and Chappelle has the board. But no numbers for the Lions. All 5 Eagles get back, and Chappelle still gets to the basket. Leah Chappelle up to 10 points in the game. Less than 90 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Holler hits it from just inside the free throw line. That was Tora Holler, the senior, one of 2 seniors on this Lions team, and that was touched by Holler. Well, she lobbied for a call to go the Eagles' way, but it goes the Lions' way instead. Collins tries to find Chappelle. Chappelle does get to it. Couldn't make the catch at first. That was a wild shot. And Strack with the rebound for the Eagles. They technically can hold for the final shot of the first half. There's no shot clock. Right now the clock is down to 50 seconds. Should say 47 seconds. Sola Holler dishes outside. Tora Holler was wide open. Back to Holler on the outside. She'll swing it. And Tora Holler has it right at the volleyball line, and she's fouled. Taylor Davis Gibson gives the foul, and that was the last foul that Leo had to give. The next one will put the Eagles at the free throw line. was Taylor Davis Gibson's first foul. Inbound goes to Sola Holler. Holler feeds that one inside, and the shot curls home for Knitter. Loose ball turned over. Knitter has it down the floor. Holler with 2 seconds. Goes cross court. 3 ball is good at the buzzer. Anissa Tonkel. And the Eagles go up by 12 to close out the first half. What a first half it's been for Anissa Tonkel. 17 points. And rest assured, we will tell you who the scoring leaders are in just a matter of moments. I'll do that after we come back from our next break. Right now, it's time to get a few more words in from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to do all the games we do here on SummitCitySports.com. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweiler Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenweilerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and to get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. The Columbia City Eagles with a 12-point lead over the Leo Lions. Late in the quarters, the Eagles had the momentum, and they're hoping to keep it that way the rest of the ball game. The Lions looking to change momentum as the game goes on. Back after a minute and 10 seconds on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
It is halftime here in the Lions' Den, but the Eagles are flying high, up by 12 over the Leo Lions. And I'll go ahead and show you the latest of our replays. Our replays are brought to you by the good folks at Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Eagles took their largest lead of the game at 9 points late in the quarter, but then a turnover led to this. Anissa Tonkel with a wing triple. Tonkel's having a great first half, and this capped it off. So far in this game, Tonkel has 4 threes, 17 points total to lead all Eagle scorers, and they lead the Lions by a score of 35-23. Well, it's that time of year again. Always 100 presents Holiday Hoops for boys and girls, grades K through 8. You'll get to work on dribbling, passing, shooting, and defense. Camps will go from December 29th to the 31st. You'll get New Year's Day off and then get back at it on January 2nd. Morning sessions from 9 to 11 a.m., afternoon sessions from 4 to 6 p.m. It all takes place at the Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. For more information, go to www.always100basketball.net/registration-1 or give Always 100 Basketball a call at 260-444-2788. I think that was an 8. Reading a little small font over there on my screen, so if that's 6-8, my apologies. Of course, if you do need the official number for the folks at Always 100, you can always go to always100.net. Of course, we're proud to do business with the folks at Always 100. They have their annual Spring Elite Showcase every year in the month of March, and that's been at Turnstone lately, and I suspect that we at Summit City Sports will be there to help cover that. Well, right now it's time to give you the scoring leaders for the first half of this game. Leading scorer for Columbia City is Anissa Tonkel. She's got 17 points. Isabella Knitter so far has 6. Sola Holler with 5. And as I have it, Claudia Strack with 2. And Tora Holler also with 2. I do think that's correct. My apologies if I have any of that wrong. But that's how I have it so far. And come to think of it, Sola Holler I think might actually have 8. Yeah, I think I missed a 3 as I was marking my stats. But yeah, Sola Holler, I do believe, does have a 3 in this ballgame, so that would put her at 8 points for the game so far. Now for the Leo Lions, Leah Chappelle with 10 points, Mackenzie Collins with 9, Stella Shelm with 3, and Lucy Schott with 1 from the free throw line. That's what Leo has. Columbia City's defense has been excellent, but their offensive rebounding has also been excellent. Now, early on, they were getting the offensive rebounds, but not hitting the shots. Late in the first quarter and continuing on into the second, the Eagles were able to get the shots to fall. They were able to create good looks and take advantage of those looks. And that's a big reason why they are up 12 points at this point, as we're just about halfway through halftime, with the Eagles leading by a score of 35-23. I'll give you a look at what's coming up next for these two teams. For Columbia City, their next game will be at Homestead, and that'll be Monday night. Columbia City has been able to beat Homestead a little more consistently in recent years, but that game will be at Homestead, so there's the added pressure of facing the veteran Homestead Spartans, if you will, senior-heavy Homestead Spartans on the road inside Spartan Arena. As for Leo, they'll go on the road to take on Angola on Tuesday night. Now, Angola has that game, and right before that, they got to go on the road and play the Norwell Lady Knights on a Monday night in Ossian. And it's never an easy thing to go into Ossian and play those Lady Knights, especially when they're very experienced and coming off a national championship, basically bringing back all the talent from that national championship. But Angola is having a good season. Leo right now is having a good season, but they're looking to turn things around in the second half, down 12. They have not beaten Columbia City in 8 years. It was December of 2017 right here in the Lions' Den when the Lions last took down the Eagles, and they needed overtime to do it. We've got about 2.5 minutes left to go until this third quarter gets underway. Right now, we do have a few more bills to pay. Again, it's because of our sponsors that we get to do all the games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. A 12-point lead for the visitors from Columbia City. They held Goshen to just 4 points in their last game, and I'll just go ahead and say it. The JV game here tonight at Leo, Columbia City won that one. I believe the final score was 52-2. That's right, 52-2 in the JV game. This varsity game, obviously, a lot closer. The Leo Lions have a lot of talent on the varsity roster, but as we're seeing, so do the Columbia City Eagles. And obviously, they lost their leading scorer, Addie Baxter, from a year ago, and Baxter gave you so much in addition to scoring as well. She's now at Butler, and obviously, you're going to graduate those great players. It's just a fact of life. But the Eagles so far are still looking like a very good basketball team, and considering they've only got 2 seniors on this team, you can expect that this team is probably going to continue to grow, continue to get better, and continue to be competitive for the next couple of years to come. No doubt about it that Amy Shearer has built a heck of a program at Columbia City. We'll be back in 40 seconds, getting ready to start the second half on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, it will be Leo basketball to start the second half. Lions do trail by 12 against the Columbia City Eagles. Check that. The Lions were ready to inbound. That's why I said that, but it's going to be the Eagles who inbound to start the second half, looking to add to a 12-point lead. Tora Holler dishes outside to Knitter. Knitter drew a crowd, and now Holler has space and hits a three. And the Eagles start out with a three early on to go up 15. That ball just makes it to Collins. This 15-point lead is the largest lead of the game for Columbia City, and a pickpocket steal by Tonkel. Tonkel to the rim. Anissa Tonkel creates the turnover and gets points out of it. And the Eagles lead by 17. Shelm, did she walk? Yes, she did. Tonkel will come across the timeline. Here's Knitter with the basketball. Knitter looking for space. She'll pull up. Can't hit it. Rebound pulled down by Stella Shelm. Collins had the hot hand early on for Leo, 9 points total. Chappelle started to find her shot late in the first half, ended up with 10. Chappelle with a backdoor cut, just able to make the catch. That shot will not fall, and the Eagles come away with it. That's Knitter who comes up with the ball. Knitter's a sophomore. Tonkel drives, and she's fouled. Claudia Strack was there for the rebound, even if Tonkel had not gotten fouled. But that's going to be the first team foul against the Lions. Lucy Schott called for the foul. So that will send Anissa Tonkel to the free throw line, and she couldn't hit the first one. Tonkel's done a lot well in this ball game. 19 points. She played great defense, crashed the boards. She does get one free throw to fall on this trip. And that puts her at 20 points for the game. Shelm. They just get it to Chappelle. She's going to fire, and that's short. We'll call it desperation if you want to. Chappelle did have a good look. So not a bad shot there as far as Chappelle is concerned. As Collins tries to rip it away, the arrow does favor Leo as we're 2 minutes into the third quarter. Backdoor cut by Shelm down low. Chappelle tries to feed it inside. Shelm is there, but missed the shot. And Tonkel with the board for the Eagles. Tonkel racing down the floor. Tonkel through the paint. A little slip pass, and Strack gets to it. Wide open at the top of the key. Miller, no good. Battle for the board, and this jump ball is going to go to the Eagles. Tora Holler will inbound for Columbia City. Gets it in to Tonkel. Tonkel contested, missed the shot. Offensive board Strack. Blocked by Chappelle. Can she save it? No, it's out of bounds. It'll stay Eagles basketball. And Tonka will inbound for the Eagles. She finds Holler. Knitter just able to make the catch. Miller drives inside and turns it over. Collins on the deck. And now it's a turnover. But turned right back over to the Eagles. Collins hustling. Foul is called. We'll see who it's on. I think they got Collins. If that's on Collins, I'm not sure what she did to warrant a foul. All I saw was her going after a loose ball. Poked away. That was Collins. And this time it is a turnover up the floor. Davis Gibson, short. Lions still have not scored until now. Lucy Schott puts it in. Miller tries to get inside, rehandles her dribble and finds Knitter. Her three won't fall. Chappelle is there. Chappelle trying to get free. Across the timeline, Chappelle taking it all the way. Dishes to Collins. Collins off balance, too strong. And Chappelle, even with her long wingspan, could not get that rebound. Chappelle does play volleyball at Leo, although her volleyball career would have already ended with that season being over. That's at least 3 offensive rebounds this possession, but now it comes down to the Lions, and Schott got fouled. Isabel Miller called for the foul. .410 to go. So far here in this third quarter, the Lions have been held to just 2 points. Eagles have scored 6. Shelm trying to go baseline. She finds Chappelle. Chappelle backing in. Feeds outside to Schott, and that's too strong. Tonkel swings it over to Sola Holler. Battle for the ball ripped away, and then Holler is there to recover. It was Chappelle and Knitter battling for the ball. Knitter gets it on the inside. Just got it out to Holler. Tora Holler on the inside. Wouldn't roll home, but an offensive board. Putback won't go. Out of bounds, Eagles ball. Emma Connolly will check in for the Lions. She'll give Shelm a breather. Holler will inbound for the Eagles. Eagles have had a whole lot of long possessions. When you're playing with a big lead, 16 points in this case, you don't mind those long possessions. But this long possession ends without any points. Chappelle able to protect the ball there. She had Holler bearing down on her. Cross-court pass. Connolly has to dish it to Chappelle. Chappelle, short. And I think that was off shot. It is Columbia City ball. Holler to the corner. Sola Holler feeds it back outside to Tora. Tora Holler, a senior. Sola is a freshman. And Sola Holler was thinking about firing. Instead, she drives it and gets it outside to Tonkel. And Tonkel is fouled. That's going to be on Collins. That's going to be Collins' third foul. Second, make that third team foul against the Lions. But Collins had the hot hand early in this game for Leo. Looks like Carrie Chappelle is going to keep her in the ball game for now. 2:35 left in this third quarter. Holler got it to go. To the corner, Davis Gibson for 3. Yes! Gets it back to a 15-point game. Looks like a 1-3-1 zone by the Lions. Knitter feeds it inside to Holler. Sola Holler with the reverse, couldn't spin it home. And Schott had the rebound, fought for, it's a jump ball. The Lions will get it on the possession arrow. Exactly 2 minutes left in quarter number 3 as Claudia Strack will re-enter for the Lions. For the Eagles, I beg your pardon. First conference game of the season for both Leo and Columbia City. Leo only won one conference game all of last year. Columbia City, as I recall, went 6-1 in conference, losing only to Belmont. They did go on the road and beat Norwell. That one off the foot of Collins. She's able to save it, and they gave Carrie Chappelle the timeout. I didn't think Leo had possession when the timeout was called, but they gave it to her. And while they take the timeout, go ahead and pay a few bills. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Well, Columbia City has played better late in the quarters so far. Leo needs to change that if they're going to make their way back into this game. They did get a 3 on their last possession from Taylor Davis Gibson. Inbound goes to Connolly. Chappelle has it tipped and taken away. Holler got her hands up, and Strack secured it for the Eagles. Now, technically, the Eagles can hold the ball for as long as they want to. There's 1:12 left on the clock here in the third quarter, and there's no shot clock. The Eagles will dribble some time off. Holler looking for help. Now she's going to fire across court. That's Tora Holler, and the jumper rolls in. A little 1-2-2 zone press here by the Eagles, and a turnover by the Lions. Collins threw it too high for Connolly. Eagles' largest lead has been 18 points. Blocked by Chappelle. It's off of her with 40.5 left. Eagles have definitely been the better rebounding team. They've had a lot of long possessions in this ball game. Tonkel couldn't put it home. Got her own miss and got fouled. I think that's going to be on Lucy Schott. And Anissa Tonkel goes to the free throw line. That's Schott's third foul. Fourth team foul against Leo. And Tonkel just able to roll in the free throw. 21 points for Anissa Tonkel. Make it 22. And now it's a 19-point Eagles lead. That's their largest of the game. It's been 8 years since the Eagles lost to Leo. Eagles trying to continue the winning streak. Collins going to fire inside for Schott. She had a look, and she finishes. Lucy Schott with 5 points so far in the game. 18 seconds. Columbia City can hold for the final shot. Knitter gets a screen. She's guarded by Collins. Down to 9 seconds. Tonkel zips it inside. Holler had it poked initially. Sola Holler down the baseline. 2 seconds. 1 second. Blocked by Chappelle. She will not get a shot off, but again, Columbia City does a great job closing out the quarter, this time in the third. We'll go to the fourth quarter when we come back. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce.
Third quarter has ended. Fourth quarter will begin. Columbia City Eagles, they've been the closers in this ball game. They've closed out every quarter pretty well. And now they're trying to close out the ball game. Got just under 8 minutes as we begin the fourth quarter. Tonkel dishes outside to Holler. Anissa Tonkel with 22 points in this ball game. Strack able to pick it up and score. I've got Strack for just 4 points so far in this ball game. I think that's what they've got her for here in the gym. Connolly looking for help. She finds it. Shelm has to dish it off. Columbia City in a 2-3 zone. They just get it inside, and Schott is able to finish. Lucy Schott scored late in the third quarter. That was the last Leo bucket of the quarter. But they've been able to get her some good looks the last couple times down. Shelm got her hand in the cookie jar. Tonkel got it back, and she's fouled. They might get Connolly for that one, and they do. It's going to send Tonkel to the free throw line. Tonkel's been shooting it well for almost this whole game. That was nothing but net. Missed the second one as Shelm crashes in for the Leo board. They try to get it to Schott on the inside. That's a tough catch, and we're going to get a foul on Jillian Morrow. Jillian Morrow, a sophomore. These, I believe, are her first minutes of the game. Might have played a little portion of the third quarter, but she's not been in all that much. As Shelm goes down the baseline, draws a double team. Jump ball. We'll stay with Leo. Columbia City got it to start the fourth quarter. They did get the ball to start the third quarter, but we're now in the fourth. 6:55 to go. Knocked out of bounds. I think that was just a case of the 5-second clock winding down, and Shelm had to throw it in off of Tonkel. Carrie Chappelle wants a timeout. She's got 2 left. While they take a timeout, we'll take a 30-second break. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Corcoran with PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
It's a 50-32 lead for Columbia City. They've led by as many as 19 in this ball game. Lions do have the basketball, as both these teams are trying to get their first conference win of the season. Long inbound to Collins. She'll dish it outside to Shelm. Eagles have played a lot of zone in this game. It's made things difficult for the Lions. Chappelle had it blocked, but a foul is going to be called, and I think they're going to get Knitter. Nope. They got Morrow for the foul. That's 2 quick fouls on Morrow. But Chappelle short on the free throw. She'd been held scoreless in the entire third quarter. She does have 10 points for the game. Took her a while to find her shot. She finds one free throw. But the Eagles with a 17-point lead. Wide open. Tonkel puts it on the deck and gets fouled. That's going to be on Connolly. Second team foul on Leo. Tonkel had a really good look. I thought she was going to let it fly. Instead, she puts it on the deck and maybe wanted to dribble a little bit more time off the clock before Columbia City went to shoot. Taylor Davis-Gibson is checked in for Leo. Tonkel catches the inbound. Couldn't spin it in. The Lions get the stop. They've still got a long way to go. 6:26 left to go in regulation. Collins gets a screen, finds Chappelle. Chappelle only 1 point this quarter, only 1 point this half, and a timeout. Leo's down to their last timeout of the ball game. Full timeout. We'll take it right along with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio from colleges to
we got to come out of that ad because Leo's about to inbound the ball. It was a full timeout that Leo just took, but now they're down to 1 timeout left. And the Eagles with control right now. 17-point lead for the Lady Eagles. And a big road game against Homestead coming up on Monday. Off the hands of Collins. They're going to say it was touched by Sola Holler. Leo will keep possession. 5:59 to go. Lob for Chappelle. She makes the catch and draws the foul. Appeared to be on the shot, and that's what they're going to say. Kennedy Tucker, the freshman, called for it. Tucker's got some good minutes in this ball game, but that time commits the foul, and Chappelle will go to the line. Amy Shearer does want to dig into her bench a little bit. Looks like Knitter has just come in. 2 for 2 goes Chappelle. She's got the last 3 points in this game, and the Lions kind of just inching their way a little closer these last few possessions. Long cross-court pass. Holler for 3, and she splashes it home. That was a great look for Tora Holler. She's got 12 points in the game, and Chappelle tries to back in, gets into the paint, left-hander, off glass and in. First field goal for Chappelle this whole half. I thought Tonka was going to fire that thing. Collins got a hand up. Tucker kept it alive for the Eagles. Holler on the opposite wing. Threw that one off the rim. I think she was trying to pass that, and we get a foul on the Eagles. They call it on Strack. Now we get a timeout called by Amy Shearer, it looks like. Yep, she did call it. Full timeout called by the Eagles. And now I'm going to show you this replay, and, well, you be the judge. Looks like a pass to me, but like I said, you be the judge. Is that meant to be a shot or a pass? Eagles have the momentum right now, but that's not what you want to do. Just throw it off the rim and essentially give a free possession to the Lions, but that's what they just did. Eagles have played great defense all throughout this ball game, and that's something that they've been known for. That's kind of been a trademark of the Eagles basketball program, especially the girls team. Amy Shearer puts a big emphasis on that, and the Eagles have played great defense tonight here in the Lions' Den. So far holding the Lions to a mere 37 points, and yes, Leah Chappelle has had her double-figure point total, 15 points for the game, but she's had a lot of moments where she's struggled to get her shot off, and that's a credit to the Eagles players collapsing on her, especially in those zone defenses, making things difficult for her. Now again, with that mishap by the Eagles on that last possession, Leo does have a chance to cut into this lead a little bit. They got to be able to create a good look, and you don't want to take too long of a possession, but you do want to make sure that you create a good look as opposed to just forcing something up. Of course, you also have this to think about. There's no shot clock in IHSAA basketball. So even if you get a make here for Leo, the Eagles can hold the ball as long as they want to. Collins gets the feed. Collins puts it in. Down to a 14-point game. That's Collins' first points of the second half. That ball's poked out into the hands of Chappelle. Chappelle, wild shot, no, into the hands of Knitter. Knitter coming down the floor, feeds Holler. Back outside, Tonkel for three, no. Collins has the board for the Lions. Looking down the floor to Connolly. Chappelle stays with it, coming up on 4 minutes to play. Outside to Davis Gibson. Spinning in, Collins off glass and in. 12-point game. Look out, the Lions on the comeback trail. They've been down by 19, and now the Lions making their way back in this ball game. I think that's only the second time out that Amy Shearer has taken in this game as a whole, so she'd have 3 more remaining, and right now she wants her girls to play smart basketball. They've been closing out every quarter so far in this game. She wants to make sure they close out the fourth. Here's a look at our most recent possession. Mackenzie Collins has the last 4 Leo points, and this time able to spin away and get to the basket. That was what made this 12-point score possible. We've still got 3:51 left to play. Of course, the good folks at Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning funding our replays. Now that last 3 by Tonkel that she took, it was a good look. And if you make it, you got a chance to really put the pressure on Leo. Tonkel will feed that one to Knitter. They exchange a couple of different passes, and they'll exchange another. Holler draws a crowd out to Tonkel. Back to Holler in the paint. Tonkel on the outside. As the Lions try to surround her with their zone defense, Chappelle got her hands up. Holler got to it. Time ticking off the clock. 3:20 left to go. Holler inside the paint, pulls up, and it drops. Tora Holler slows down the Lions' run. Off the hands of Chappelle, and Leo has turned it over. A lot of ball movement, a lot of time coming off the clock. And you want time to come off the clock if you're Columbia City. They got plenty of that on their last possession, and now they've worked the clock down under 3 minutes with a 14-point lead. Cross court to Holler. Tora Holler lobs it for Strack. Strack off glass and in. Claudia Strack puts it home. I think that gives her 6 points for the night, as the Eagles have stretched this lead out to 16. Cross-court pass. Holler got her hands on it. She was out of bounds. She just ran out of room, according to the officials. 2:30 left to play. Collins directing traffic, finds Chappelle. Who touched that last? Doesn't matter. Davis Gibson got to it. Davis Gibson trying to protect, finds Chappelle. Collins, the three. Won't go. Offensive board. Shot. No good, but she's fouled. But a lot of time came off that clock. There's now 2:12 left in the ball game. For the Eagles, you don't mind a whole lot of time coming off the clock. Again, Leo goes to Angola on Tuesday. Columbia City goes to Homestead on Monday. It's a Homestead team that they've been able to beat a couple of times in recent years. Only 1 for 2 for shot. This one's not only at Homestead, you're going up against a senior-heavy Homestead squad. You're talking about girls who have started together since sophomore year, maybe even freshman year. Talking about Gabby Helsum, Maya Epps, Whitney Ankenbrook. That's going to be a jump ball. The Eagles will keep it on the possession arrow. Should adjust my fouls here. Columbia City's committed 5. Off the back of Chappelle. Holler couldn't get to it, but it was recovered. What a play that was. Well, folks, I've seen that before, but you never know when somebody's going to pull it out of their hat. Holler just threw the ball in off the back of Chappelle, which is totally legal. Tonkel goes up. Holler drains the jumper. Chappelle through traffic, taken away by Knitter. Tonkel leaks out. A little bit too long. Tonkel has 23 points in this ball game, easily the leading scorer, although Tora Holler is playing the closer role here in the second half. She's got 16. Outside, Davis Gibson for 3. Yes! Give her 6 points in the ball game, 2 triples. Chappelle going for the takeaway, but the Eagles have the momentum right now. The lob inside. Tonkel comes up with it. Eagles really don't need to shoot here. They just need to protect the basketball, make Leo think about fouling. Leo's got a couple of fouls to give. Holler will shoot that one. Offensive board by Strack. Holler around the defender, puts it home. 18 points for Tora Holler. And a 16-point Eagles lead. And taken away. That's Tonkel. Oh, but she dribbled it on the chalk. But I think we can pretty well say that the Eagles are going to win this ball game. They've closed out every quarter well. And we can now say the same about the fourth quarter. Tonkel got her hands in the cookie jar. Allow a little more time to tick off the clock. And Carrie Chappelle, shrugging her shoulders a little bit, will call that last time out. With 28.2 seconds left to go. And I could speculate why she was shrugging her shoulders, but I won't say it out loud. We got a couple of replays to show you, and they both involve Tora Holler. I think this was the one where she threw it in off the back of Chappelle. Maybe not. I know I did capture that. Yeah, this was the baseline jumper by Chappelle, and it was a great look. Set up Tonkel. Toller got open right off the inbound and knocked down the jumper. Another look at another replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Right from the free throw line, Holler did miss it, but Strack's able to track it down, and then Holler gets right around Chappelle, or was that Collins? That was Collins that she got around. Collins not as tall as Chappelle, but certainly a heck of a defender. And with 28 seconds left, Columbia City is well on their way to winning their conference opener here in the Lions' Den. Davis Gibson feeds that one over to Collins. Connolly goes around, missed the shot. She is fouled. 15.2 seconds left. But again, I think we can pretty firmly say that the Eagles have this one in the bag. As that one just crawls off the iron. Tough game coming up for the Eagles. Eagles are a very good team, no doubt about it. They're going to go to 7-2 after this win. But they're also a very young team, only 2 seniors going up against a Homestead team that's very senior heavy. Now, beating Homestead is something that Columbia City is capable of doing. They've proven that time and time again. The only question is, how will they handle a senior-heavy, very good Homestead Spartans team on the road? Knitter across the timeline. Extra pass to Sola Holler, and the Eagles don't even have to shoot here. The Eagles fly high in the Lions' Den. 61-46 your final. Columbia City a winner in their conference opener. Columbia City again heads to Homestead on Monday to take on the senior-heavy Spartans. And the Lions head to Angola on Tuesday, looking to avoid getting stung by the Hornets in far north Indiana. It's time to recognize our Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game, and we are going to recognize 2 players. Anissa Tonkel scores 23 points. Tora Holler scores 18 points, and she did a whole lot of the scoring in the second half. She really was the closer for Columbia City. So Tonkel and Holler are your PSM players of the game. Great win for the Columbia City Eagles. Great defensive effort. And again, they closed out every quarter well. They outscored Leo down the stretch in each of the 4 quarters tonight. They played great defense, made things difficult for the really good Leo shooters like Chappelle and Collins. And those are some big reasons why the Eagles win this game 61-46 in the Lions' Den. That's going to do it from here in Leo. For my cameraman Gavin Wirt, this is Thad Goff saying so long, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and have a happy Sunday as well. Good night from Leo.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.